Okay, what I want to talk about now is racing, car racing. A little bit off the subject of MMA and WMMA, but once again, a woman is pushing her way into a man's field. That woman I'm talking about is Danica Patrick. She's been racing now for a while, and just like MMA, it's wrong. Women should not be racing cars any more than they should be putting gloves on and fighting. It's a man's sport, although I don't know if you really want to call it a sport. Driving around in a circle is sport. But I know a lot of people like that. I'm not into racing that much myself. But I do know it's something a woman shouldn't do. I mean, it's common knowledge women are horrible drivers. If you look at her history, all the accidents she has had in the past. What do you expect? She's a woman and driving. Women have a hard time driving 35 miles an hour, let alone 190 or 200 miles an hour. Of course she's going to get in accidents. And she's never going to win. She's never going to win a major race. Because she's competing against men. And that's another thing too, if you look at MMA and race car driving, now here you have a woman actually racing against men and doing a relatively poor job at it than women who fight but don't fight men. I guess it's easier for a woman to put gloves on and hit each other than it is for them to race against each other, even though there aren't many female race car drivers. It might be enough to have them drive around in a circle for 5 hours. But then who would watch it, I mean, who watches women fight? I know MMA can hype it up all they want, but the ratings are bad for it. And the only reason why the ratings are good for the men, because it's the men doing it, and they have a woman now competing against them. Doing quite poorly. And she's never going to beat a man racing. I mean, come on, a woman beating a man driving? They just don't have the skill. And that's what it comes down to, skill. Men are just better skilled at things than women are. This comes to things like auto racing. There's no way this Patrick is going to win anything against a man. This is not going to happen. I mean, but she looks good, and she's marketable. And she sells tickets, and that's what her claim to fame will be once she retires, is somebody who helps sell tickets. And really, I mean, anybody really out there, if you do, make a comment if you think she has a skill to actually win a major race. I don't think it's in her. I don't think it's in any woman to outrace a man. Or to beat a man in the cage or the ring or whatever you want to call it. And why women want to pursue this, I don't understand. Why can't they just leave what men do to the men? Why are they always trying to push themselves in? Is it for equality? Why? Does that really think that makes you equal if you sit behind a wheel and race? All of a sudden now you're equal to a man? If you get into a cage and fight somebody or put boxing gloves on and box, that doesn't make you equal to anything. You think people are going to look up to you now and think, whoa, she races a car now? People are probably laughing at her. But this is what women want, I guess. Hope it changes. Let's make sure this doesn't go further. Make sure she keeps losing. She doesn't open the door for other women to think they can get behind the wheel of a car and drive 200 miles an hour. as it just isn't going to happen. If you want, leave a comment.